Hi guys, I'm going to talk to you today about line care in the lead up to the start of the trout fishing season. Now, I know some of you guys fish throughout the winter, but for those guys that put their stuff away at the end of sort of September time and don't start again until the end of March, start of April, this one's really aimed at you, but anyone, just general care of their fishing tackle. Now, fly fishermen in general, we're notorious for being quite lazy. We'll go for a day's fishing, we'll come home, we'll chuck our bag away, and we'll just leave our stuff on the side until next time we go fishing. Now, with the cost of fly lines going up all the time, it's really important that you take care of your fly fishing tackle. Now, if you keep your lines nice and clean and taken care of, they're going to last you a lot longer. It's a question we get asked all the time, you know, how long does a fly line last? Well, that really is a bit of a case of how long's a piece of string. If you don't look after it and you fish regularly, you can kill a fly line relatively quickly. If you take care of it, even if you do fish a lot, it's going to last you an awful lot longer. Now, we're just going to take a look at, this is one of our school reels. So these get cast with on the grass, on the water, and get abused quite a lot. We don't take that much care of them really, and they last us a fair amount of time. So if you look after your stuff, it's going to last you a lot longer. So when it comes to the start of the season, there's quite a lot of things that you need to do. Particularly if the last time you went out fishing, your reel was wet and you put that away into your bag, there's a good chance that your backing, if it's Dacron, might start to rot a little bit or get mouldy. So it's a good idea just to strip off all your fly line and have a good look at it. Just make sure that fly line's fine. The backing at the back, if not, just a simple job to strip it all off. Get somebody to hold this with a pen and then wind it back onto your reel and replace that rotting backing if it is rotting. Now, when it comes to the actual care of your fly line, as I say, we are notoriously lazy, but there's lots of stuff on the market that's going to make your fly line last longer, stay cleaner, shoot better, and in the case of some of these, float higher as well if you're using a floating line. There's lots of different ones out there, just a small selection of them here. This one's called Wiz Lube, it's from Airflow. It's a really nice, simple system. All you've got is a couple of sponges in here. You just simply squeeze the tube, which brings a bit of the gel up, which you can just see coming through there. And then all you do is you just pop that with your fly line through there, close it, and then you just pull your fly line through that gap. So at the same time it's cleaning that fly line. So really simple, useful thing, and if you do it every time, it's going to make that last a lot longer. There's really simple ones. This is just a simple little Towelette fly line cleaner from Rio. It's a single use item. Just simply open it up, pull your fly line through that, and it'll take off most of the grime and dirt. There's individual ones you can get. This is the Snowboo fly line slick, which together with just a small little cleaning pad, again strip off all that fly line, pop some of the solution on there, fold it in half and wind that line back onto the reel. Here's another offering from Loon. This is their line speed kit, which comes with a cleaning cloth, which you simply, again, same thing, some solution in the middle, fold it in half, pull it through your fly line, and that'll give it a nice clean start. So the other thing that people have a bit of a problem with is braided loops. Now, there's lots of different types of braided loops on the market. There's the traditional longer ones, but the ones that we tend to favour are the Roman Moser Mini-Cons, for a few reasons. The best one being the fact that they're so easy to put on. Now, on the end of this fly line here, you can see it has a welded loop. Now, with most welded loops that come on fly lines, eventually what's going to happen is they'll start to crack, and you'll get some of the coating coming off. And the easiest thing to do with that is just to take a pair of scissors, cut that back just a little bit, so you've now got that exposed. Now, I'm just using a bit of Zapper Gap here, and what I want to do, first of all, because this is a floating line, I just want to pop a little bit of this right on the end, and that's just going to seal it. Because one of the things with these coatings and the cores is obviously you've got the plastic coating on the outside of the fly line, and in the middle is sort of a braided core which acts like a bit of a sponge. So if that bit's just been left exposed, that water's going to suck up through capillary action down through your fly line, and you're going to end up having the end of that fly line just starting to sink. So if you just pop a little bit on there, that just seals it. Now with these Moser Mini-Cons, they're doubled the entire length, so rather than being that one large one, these are much shorter, but the braid is actually being doubled the entire length of that braided loop. So it makes it much easier because it sits far more open rather than being compressed. So instead of having to thread it and pinch it and thread it and pinch it, with these they actually go on exceptionally easy. Just get that fly line into the middle, and as you can see, that just pushes all the way up. Very simple. And then make your life easy. If you put something like a pair of scissors or a pen through there, you can then just simply pull that sleeve back down. Once it starts to get going, you can just manipulate that bit of sleeve just to go all the way back down. Just do it nice and gently. You don't want to pull too hard, because once you go too far, that's not going to cover. So you've got the frayed ends at the bottom here. We just want to just keep pulling that down just a little bit more until the back end of that silicone just covers the frayed ends. Perfect. Now, nice and simple, again with our zapper gap, and all we want to do is just above the silicone here, just put a little dab of the zapper gap, and again through capillary action, that's going to get sucked back down the sleeve and give you a really nice solid connection between you and your leader. Great little loops. These are the ones that we use for all our rigging here in the shop. They've been really popular with anglers for a very long time, and it's just a nice, neat, easy way to get that braided loop on. And a lot of people struggle with the big long ones. Well, this takes out all the struggle, and there you have nice sorted out fly line, cleaned with a nice new solution, and backing checked, and we're good to go for the start of the season. Anyone struggling with these, don't hesitate to drop into one of the shops. Any of our staff will be quite happy to show you how to re-rig stuff and to fit braided loops onto your fly line. So good luck for the start of the season, get everything in order, and let tight lines for 2022.